Hey everyone, welcome to another Softcat cybersecurity video, this time on cloud. I'm Kieron Newsham, Chief Technologist for Cybersecurity at Softcat, and I've got my wonderful friend Matt Larder with me. Matt, would you mind giving a quick intro, mate?
Yeah, thanks Kieron. I'm Matt Larder, I'm Head of Cloud at Softcat.
Wonderful. Let's jump straight in there, mate. I really enjoy working with you and having these cloud conversations with customers, events, whatever it may be. I'm gonna give you a curveball for a first question because I think we both know it's going to change dramatically in terms of hosting and infrastructure, what goes into cloud and how we use it, and that is artificial intelligence. Is that dramatically going to change the way that we perceive and set up things in cloud? And does that have a security connotation?
I don't think I can honestly answer right now. I think some of the new changes are still so new that it's very difficult to predict what's going to happen. But after all, if we look back over the last 3-4 years, there's still been mainstream AI technology and machine learning technology available within cloud. Lots of different services and features, and lots of customers of all sizes are already using it. And I don't think we've seen any kind of mass reports of customers using those technologies having lots of security incidents or risks. So in my honest experience or honest opinion, I think right now it's too early to say what the newer Gen AI based offerings are going to do in that space.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. I totally agree, mate. I kind of asked you it. It was a curveball, wasn't it? But I think, yeah, you're right. There's more that we don't know than we do. From everything in cyber, in terms of threats, in terms of governance risk and compliance, in terms of just understanding how AI systems are built before we even procure them, especially around generative AI. I think we've got a long way to go. One of the things that we obviously rattle with a lot of the time in cyber is kind of like the old AI, is it friend or foe? And I think you're right. What you've alluded to before is I think there's less drama in terms of infrastructure-based stuff for us using AI for good purposes, more drama for potential adversaries using AI for nefarious purposes. Yeah, cool. Second one, also something we see as a huge driver for move to cloud, application modernization, just iterations on cloud journeys that customers have already been on, is sustainability. Up front then, is there a hidden sustainability and security message? Because we also see a lot less hardware and things being deployed in cyber that have a sustainability impact, but we don't really talk about them. So is that something that we can maybe talk about with cloud, or what do you think?
I think it's a really good question. I think I'd turn it around to say that, or to answer that, most of the conversations we have with customers are driven by business need or business outcome. So examples being customer wants to reduce cost, or wants to reduce time to market, or wants to work smarter, not harder, for example. I think at the moment, sustainability is a byproduct of doing some of those things. For example, reducing cost in 9 times out of 10 will also reduce carbon emissions. But I don't yet think for lots of organisations, sustainability is that driving goal. I think it's a byproduct of doing one of the others. I would imagine, and based on some of the things you touched on before, in the coming 12 to 24 months, it's going to become one of the driving forces, and if not outweigh the other ones that I listed as examples. And I think in that regard, we'll then start to see some of those dynamics shift. But yeah, in answer to your question at the moment, I think it's the business need driving the outcome.
Yeah, it's almost like 2 birds, 1 stone. That would 100% be ratified in the data that we've seen back from our customer experience survey as well, and we got the most respondents that we had in 2023, just last year when we did it. We got over 4,000 respondents from our customers, and sustainability was still probably 5th or 6th in terms of the ultimate driving force of why our customers doing things. Interestingly enough, I always say we need to elevate cybersecurity higher within business in terms of organizational strategy and goals. I think the best way to do it is probably governance, risk and compliance, but that was number 1 on the CES survey, was cybersecurity with over 50% of the vote. So it's an interesting paradigm. Last one then, my friend, marketplace. Amazon Web Services Marketplace in particular, we've seen huge growth in terms of how customers are transacting as a route to market through marketplace. Looking at the vendors and the technologies that they are transacting, a lot of them are cybersecurity vendors, because a lot of them are software products. Can you just remind me why or what is the benefit of going through AWS Marketplace with a reseller like Softcat in the middle?
Yeah, I think there's two reasons really. The first is down to sort of agnostic advice. If you're an organisation that uses a diverse landscape of technologies, probably every organisation, then making sure you get fair, impartial advice as to which way to go is the first reason why you work with any partner in my experience. Maybe not the most important reason, but one of the two most important. The second, without sort of mincing my words, is cost. Ultimately, you work with partners 9 times out of 10 commercially because they can give you more attractive terms than what you can get direct. And that's definitely the case with Marketplace. With your reseller or your partner, you will have terms agreed for certain software products that you would have bought historically through another way, through another use case, for example, through Softcat, but to use on-premise or somewhere else. You buy those things with Softcat's help through AWS Marketplace because we can still give you those same favourable terms, if not better, in buying it through that route. But there's an add-on advantage as well in that if you're a customer that has a pre-committed agreement with AWS, known as an Enterprise Discount Programme, or EDP, as one acronym of it, then you'll have terms in there that mean you have to hit certain goals over a certain number of years to get those favourable terms, discounts. Lots of those agreements have a marketplace angle to them, meaning that if you also place your software spend through Marketplace, you'll get faster access to those preferential terms and agreements.
Yeah, fantastic. Sound like really good reasons to me. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate your time. 3 very varied questions I've just asked you there. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and we'll see you soon.